Good morning, students. So let's start with question number 17. ABCD is a parallelogram and X is the midpoint of BC. The line AX produced meets DC produced at Q. The parallelogram AQ PB is completed. Prove that triangle ABX is congruent to triangle CXQ and DC is equals to CQ is equals to QB. So we can see that in the figure we have two parallelograms. So we can use the property of the parallelograms also. So in triangle ABX and triangle CXQ, first X is the midpoint. Therefore BX is equals to XC. It's given. Second, angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical opposite angles. Third, we can see that AB is parallel to DP. So, angle 3 is equals to angle 4 are alternate angles. Therefore, triangle ABX is congruent to triangle CXQ by AAS axiom. So, now we can say that AB is equals to CQ by CP/CT. Also, AB is equals to DC and AB is equals to QP because these are the opposite sides of the parallelogram. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So we can say that CQ is equals to DC is equals to QP and hence proved. Now see the next question, question number 18. ABCD is a parallelogram. Line segment AX and CY bisects angle A and angle C respectively. Prove that triangle ADX is congruent to triangle CBY. AX is equals to CY and AX is parallel to CY. Also AYCX is a parallelogram. So first of all, see they have given that the line segment AX and CY bisects angle A and angle C. Bisect means they divide the angle into two equal parts. So AX and CY bisects angle A and angle C. This means angle 1 is equals to angle 4 and angle 2 is equals to angle 5. Now we know that angle A and angle C are equal because these are the opposite angles of the parallelogram. Angle A is equals to angle C because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So what we will do, we will multiply both the sides with half. So what is a half of angle A? Now angle A half is either angle 1 or 4, but we need 4. So I am taking here 4 is equals to, similarly, half of angle C is 2, angle 2 as well as angle 5. Here I am taking angle 5. That means angle 4 is equals to angle 5 as well as angle 1 is also equal to angle 2 and 5. Now we have to prove the congruency of these two triangles. In triangle ADX and triangle BCY, first condition is AD is equals to BC. Second is angle B and angle D are equal. So what is the reason for both? Because opposite angles and sides of a parallelogram are equal. Third condition is angle 4 is equals to angle 5 that we have proved above here. Therefore, triangle ADX is congruent to triangle BCY by ASA axiom. Side lies between the angles. So when the triangles are congruent, that means their corresponding sides will be equal. Therefore, triangles are congruent. That means AX and CY both are equal by CP/CT. So this was the first part. Second part, now we have to prove AX is parallel to CY. For the third part, we can see that angle 2 and angle 5. We can see that AB is parallel to CD. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel. That means angle 2 is equals to angle 3 because these are alternate angles. First 2 is equals to 3. This implies angle 5 is also equal to angle 3 because angle 2 and angle 5 are equal. Also, angle 1 is also equals to 5 because both are halves of angle A as well as half of angle C. So angle 1 is equals to angle 5. Now we can see that 5 is same in both the equation. This implies therefore angle 1 is also equal to angle 3. Now we can see in both the lines AX and CY, AB is the transversal and angle 1 and 3 forms a corresponding angles pair. So angle 1 and angle 3 are equal. This implies AX is parallel to CY because corresponding angles are equal. So AX is parallel to CY. Now we can see that this AX is parallel to CY as well as AX is also equals to CY. Therefore, AX CY is a parallelogram because we have proved one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal and hence proved. Next question is question number 19. ABCD is a parallelogram and XY are the points on the diagonal BD such that DX is equals to BY. Prove that CXAY is a parallelogram. So proving CXAY is a parallelogram, we will prove any one of the property of the parallelogram. So in this we will prove that in a quadrilateral CXAY their diagonals bisect each other. Because if diagonals bisect each other, that means it's a parallelogram. So we have to prove any one of the property of a parallelogram. So first we can see that AC and BD both are the diagonals. AC and BD both are the diagonals. So in parallelogram ABCD, AC and BD are the diagonals. Therefore OA is equals to OC and OB is equals to OD. These two and this OD and OB are equal because diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. OB and OD both are the combinations of, OB is the combination of OY plus YB and OD is the combination of the two parts DX plus XO. Now it's given in the question that DX is equals to BY. So DX and BY both are equal. So from both the sides we will cancel because it's given DX is equals to BY. So what is left? OY is equals to OX. Now OY is equals to OX. So we can see in the quadrilateral AXCY, their diagonals are bisecting each other as OA and OC we have already proved, and now OX and OY is also equal, that we have proved here. So therefore this figure AXCY is a parallelogram as we have proved their diagonals bisect each other and hence proved. Now see the last question of the exercise. ABCD is a parallelogram and E is the midpoint of BC. If DE and AB produce meet at F, prove that AF is twice of AB. So here it's given that ABCD is a parallelogram. So we will use the properties of the parallelogram and E is the midpoint of BC. That means BE is equals to EC. Now first what we will prove, we'll prove that these two triangles are congruent. So in triangle DEC and triangle BEF. So here we can see that BE is equals to EC. It's given as E is the midpoint. Second is we can take these two. Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal as both are vertical opposite angles. And as DC is parallel to AF means angle 3 and 4 both are equal because these are alternate angles. Therefore, triangle DEC is congruent to triangle BEF by ASA axiom. Now why we have proved the congruency? So that DC is equals to BF by CPCT. Also we know that DC is equals to AB because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Now we can see that AF is the combination of the two parts AB plus BF. Now AB is equals to DC and DC is equals to BF. So AB will remain as it is AB and we will replace BF with DC. Now DC is also equal to AB. So we'll replace DC with AB. So AB plus AB is 2AB. So that's what we have to prove, that AF is twice of AB. Hence proved. So children, today you will practice from question number 17 to question number 22 of the exercise 11A. Thank you.